Have you ever wondered if her casual touches mean something more? Look, I get it. Women can be subtle. One minute she's laughing, tapping your arm, and the next you're wondering if it meant anything at all. Well, as a woman, I'm here to clear that up. Today I'm sharing 10 secret ways women touch you when they're craving something more. These are moves most guys miss completely. By the end of this video, you'll be able to read her body language perfectly, knowing exactly when she's inviting you closer. Stick with me, because the number one sign is such a giveaway, you'll wish you knew it sooner. Imagine having that clarity. No more guessing games, just confidence and clear signals. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. It's time you knew exactly when she wants you. 10. The friendly shoulder grab. You've been around the block enough times to recognize when a woman subtly breaks the touch barrier. It's a casual setting, you're sharing a story, and suddenly she reaches out, her hand gently resting on your shoulder for just a moment longer than necessary. This friendly shoulder grab isn't about steadying herself or merely emphasizing a point. Psychologically, it's a careful dance she's performing, testing your reaction, judging comfort, seeing if you welcome her presence in your personal space. Mature men know that genuine attraction starts subtly. It's never loud or brash. Her lingering hand is an invitation, an opening line delivered through touch. Real-world example. Imagine a coworker or acquaintance at a social event, laughing at your joke and placing her hand on your arm. If her touch remains there just long enough to feel deliberate, not accidental, you're witnessing a quiet step toward intimacy. Meet her halfway. A knowing smile or returning the gesture can speak volumes without a single word exchanged. 9. The invisible lint excuse. We've all been there. Mid-conversation, she interrupts with a gentle, "Wait, hold still." As she brushes non-existent lint from your shirt or straightens your collar, it's playful, charmingly unnecessary, but her intent is clear. This move isn't about neatness. It's her excuse to touch you while cloaked in innocence. She's bridging a gap, building familiarity by offering a nurturing gesture. Psychologically, this taps into deep-rooted instincts. She's taking care of you, subtly signaling her attraction without vulnerability. A humorous approach can diffuse tension and heighten the moment. Try responding lightly. "Am I that messy?" Or, "Are you checking if I'm paying attention?" Her blush or laughter confirms she wasn't fixing your shirt. She was creating an opportunity. Real-world scenario. At a networking event, a younger woman makes this move, perhaps under the guise of professionalism. Yet the unnecessary closeness betrays her. She's not fixing anything. She's inviting more touch, deeper interaction. Welcome this gesture. Acknowledge her playfulness and watch attraction bloom. 8. She touches her own lips or face. Watch her closely next time you speak. If she's truly intrigued, her fingers might drift absent-mindedly to her lips, tracing them softly, or brushing her cheek as if lost in thought. This seemingly unconscious act speaks volumes about her hidden desires. Touching her lips suggests her mind is wandering to thoughts of kissing, perhaps imagining the feel of your lips on hers. Psychologically, it's rooted in attraction, a silent confession of desire. Men who've lived a bit longer understand these subtle signals. A woman's touch to her own face isn't a mere habit. It's her body's way of betraying what she might not openly say. Consider this. During a casual coffee date, the conversation deepens, and you notice her fingertips gently resting on her bottom lip. It's fleeting but unmistakable. She's silently signaling you forward. Capitalize on this moment by slowing your speech, deepening your voice slightly, and holding her gaze longer. The mutual awareness builds tension, leading effortlessly to an anticipated kiss. 7. Her hands are getting bolder. Initially, her touch might seem accidental, an innocent brush as you both laugh, her hand grazing your arm momentarily. But as the night progresses, her hands grow bolder. She begins to hold your arm when telling a story, playfully gripping your hand to emphasize her point, or even gently smacking your chest after you tease her. It's a clear escalation. She's moving beyond casual touch into intentional flirtation, gauging your comfort at each stage. Psychologically, it's about establishing mutual trust. She's signaling that she's comfortable enough to initiate physical contact and wants to deepen the connection. For instance, consider a dinner scenario. You crack a joke, and she playfully hits your shoulder, letting her hand linger afterward. This isn't random. It's deliberate, inviting more intimacy. A mature man knows to mirror this boldness. Place your hand on hers or reciprocate with a playful nudge. Each touch builds layers of comfort, leading you closer to a relationship where touch becomes natural, easy, and mutually desired. 6. The knee tap test. You're sitting close, engaged in a lively conversation. Suddenly, she lightly taps your knee or thigh while making a point. It's subtle, innocent on the surface, yet filled with meaning. This is the knee tap test, a discreet way she gauges your comfort with physical closeness. If you don't flinch, she might let her hand rest slightly longer next time. Fingertips lingering softly. This small gesture is a big indicator of her desire to escalate physical intimacy. Psychologically, she's testing boundaries, ensuring you're receptive. In a practical scenario, imagine chatting side by side at a bar. She laughs, placing her hand briefly on your thigh. It's brief but significant. Respond positively. Don't retreat. Perhaps lean in closer, place your hand on hers, or simply hold her gaze, showing silent approval. Mature men understand these delicate cues and reciprocate confidently. By acknowledging her gesture, you strengthen the silent bond growing between you, setting the stage for greater intimacy as the evening unfolds. Now, recognizing these subtle moves sets the stage for the even bolder signs ahead. If she's grown comfortable enough for the knee tap test, you're already deep in the dance of attraction. But it gets even more intriguing as we delve into signs 5 through 1, where her gestures shift from playful to unmistakably intentional, building toward undeniable connection. 5. She accidentally presses against you. Picture this. You're standing together at a crowded bar or event, and she somehow always ends up pressed lightly against your side. It's subtle, seemingly accidental, yet unmistakably intentional. This move is a quiet but powerful statement of her desire to be physically close to you. It signals comfort, familiarity, and attraction all at once. Psychologically, this contact releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone, creating an unspoken connection between you. For example, imagine you're at a concert, bodies jostling around you. Instead of stepping away, she leans in, letting her arm or shoulder rest against yours. If she doesn't move away quickly, it's her telling you, without words, that she enjoys your closeness. Respond by placing a reassuring hand on her back or shoulder, deepening the bond. The more natural these touches become, the closer you both move toward undeniable chemistry. 4. She gives you a back touch. As the evening progresses, watch for this gesture. She walks past you, placing her hand gently on your lower back. This move is more intimate than casual. It's protective, personal, and speaks volumes about her attraction. The lower back is a vulnerable spot, making this touch particularly telling. By initiating this contact, she's subtly claiming her place in your personal space, signaling a deeper level of comfort and interest. In a real-life scenario, imagine you're navigating a busy restaurant together. As you walk to your table, she gently guides you with a soft touch to your back. Mature men recognize this move as a silent statement. I feel connected to you, safe enough to guide you. Acknowledge her touch with a warm smile or by returning the gesture, placing your hand on her back later. Each of these exchanges builds anticipation, taking your connection from casual to deeply intimate. 3. She holds her hand out for no reason. Notice when, mid-conversation, she casually places her hand near yours, perhaps resting it on the table between you. This seemingly innocent act is an invitation in disguise. She's leaving her hand open and available, subtly hoping you'll take it. Psychologically, it's a low-risk, high-reward test of your mutual comfort. Mature men know to seize this moment. Imagine you're sitting at a cafe, deep in conversation. She subtly moves her hand closer to yours, her fingertips almost touching yours. This isn't random, it's deliberate. Reach out, take her hand gently, and hold it briefly. This simple act elevates the moment, deepening your connection and signaling mutual interest without the need for words. 2. She accidentally holds on too long. In those fleeting moments of contact, like a hug, a handshake, or even a high five, notice if she lingers slightly longer than expected. This delay is meaningful. She's not ready to let go, subtly savoring the contact. Psychologically, prolonged touch is a clear signal of attraction and emotional investment. Imagine saying goodbye after a date. She hugs you warmly, and when you start to pull away, she delays just enough for you to notice. This lingering embrace is her way of communicating a deeper desire, hoping you'll recognize her longing. Respond confidently. Hold her gaze and smile warmly. This shared moment creates anticipation for more intimate connections down the line. 1. The hands-on flirting. Finally, watch for her repeated, intentional touches throughout your interactions. She grabs your arm when laughing, presses into you excitedly, or touches your chest to emphasize a point. Each touch is charged, playful, and undeniably flirtatious. This hands-on approach is her openly displaying interest, repeatedly initiating contact because she enjoys your presence. Picture yourselves at a lively party. She's animated, touching your arm repeatedly as she speaks. These frequent touches aren't accidental. They're bold declarations of attraction. Respond by mirroring her actions, touching her arm or waist playfully. Each exchange builds layers of intimacy, making it clear you're both craving more. Mature men know these signs aren't random. They're signals paving the way toward an undeniable connection. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe. It helps me bring you more insights like these. And hey, if you've got a story or a sign I missed, drop it in the comments. Let's help each other out.